This is your one and only Firespark81 with your daily dose of video goodness. We are back playing some Ark and we're going to take a look at another exciting mod spotlight. And today we're taking a look at Scorched Earth Free. This awesome mod is going to give you all the exciting stuff from Scorched Earth without that $20 price tag. So let's get to it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our Engrams, scroll down to the bottom. So you're going to need to learn this. This shrine is what does all the goodness, causes the monsters to spawn, allows you to craft a whole bunch of good stuff. Next thing you're going to need to learn is all of these other little random Engrams, and they're going to cost you 0. The shrine's only going to cost you 1. To look at the crafting cost for the shrine, it's going to cost you 200 wood, 200 stone, 200 keratin, 200 hide, and 200 obsidian. Once you place this shrine down, all of the monsters, creatures, dinos, whatever you want to call them from Scorched Earth should start spawning all over your entire map. It is not map specific. This should work on any map. If it doesn't work right away, try destroying all of your dinos and then rebooting your single player or your server. Next thing you want to do is you're going to access this shrine. First thing I would suggest doing is crafting the Scorched Earth gear. That will give you all of these blueprints so you can craft a bunch of the items. There are some other stuff that should show up once you make the items. For example, once you craft the flamethrower, you should have the option to create the fuel. Next up, we're going to take a look at each of these here. They have different icons, but they still give you the proper items. So if you look down here, I don't have any propellant right now. If I craft one, scroll down, I have the propellant. Same goes for sand. It looks kind of off, but if I craft it and I come down here, I already have a bunch. You can see we have sand. The cactus sap, same thing. Craft it, scroll down, and there we have some cactus sap. You can also create clay, and you can create sulfur. Now, a little tip, he doesn't have the Adobe structures in here. However, I did notice that if you do the give all Engrams command, you do have the option to craft those. So I'm not 100% sure if you have the option to just learn those if you do not have the expansion, but I can guarantee you, as you can see here, if you do give all Engrams, you will get all of this stuff from Scorched Earth. Now that may not be an option on the server, but in your single player, it's definitely an option. Last thing, you can get the skins from the Scorched Earth, but you need to kill a manticore. I haven't killed one of those yet. They do spawn out in the wild. So do the wyverns. Okay, so let's take a little flight around and I will show you that most of the creatures do indeed spawn. I have yet to see any of the rock golems, but I have seen everything else. I've seen a vulture, so I know they spawn. I've seen the mantis. I know they spawn. Like I said, I've seen the only thing I think that I haven't seen are the rock golems. Now, there was a ton of stuff around here. Of course, now that I'm doing the mod spotlight, I don't see anything. There we go. There's another moth. Wow, that one's way prettier than the one I got. Lots of moths flying around. I'm not sure how they know where to spawn. I don't know if they're biome specific or they just spawned randomly across the entire map. But I've seen a little bit of everything everywhere. And here I think we found a death worm. He may be bugged because he doesn't seem to be able to come out of the ground, but I'm pretty sure that that's what that is. So even the death worms spawn. I'm not sure if it's because of the location that he is bugged or what. Oh, whoa. But he's definitely attacking me. So there was the death worm. Like I said, not 100% sure if he's bugged or not, or if that was just the location. I also have a lot of mods installed on this and have put in a lot of mods and pulled out a lot of mods, so stuff may not always work 100% on my mod spotlight world. You may get totally different results. We'll do a little more flying around, see if we can find something else. Alright, here's one of the spike lizards. This little guy shoots spikes at you, which is pretty cool. And here we found one of the big sand lizard guys, whatever they are. Them things. What do you call big thing? Humpback? Camel dino? Whatever they are. But they're from Scorched as well. I was hoping to find a mantis to show you guys, but of course, since I really want to find one, I can't find one when they were all over the place a little bit ago. And here we have one of the wyverns. Can you see him there in the distance? I'll try to get close, hopefully he doesn't fly away. There we go. Looks like one of the poison ones. So they definitely spawn in the wild as well. And here we have a mantis. You gotta watch those guys because they jump really crazy like. Okay, so like I stated before, this mod is still in development, so you don't have the Adobe structures yet. You may not have the rock guys. It appeared to be that the death worm was a little bugged. There are wyverns, however, you can't tame wild wyverns, so there is a workaround for that though. What your server admin could do is add a code to the INI file which will customize the drop crates, and you could put the wyvern eggs in the drop crates with a low chance to spawn in those. So basically people will go around drop farming and they have a low chance to spawn one of the 3 different wyvern eggs, because there are codes to spawn those in, which means you would have the name that you need to code that into the INI file for your server. Once you have those, then you have the wild wyverns, that's a mouthful, that you can kill for the wyvern milk so that you can raise them. Other than that, as far as the structures, we're just going to have to wait till the mod author adds those. However, in the meantime, as you saw, most of the stuff does spawn and works perfectly fine, and you have all of the other stuff, the blueprints for it, that you can craft here. You can move these blueprints out, put them back in. Some stuff can only be crafted in certain crafting stations, like this has to be crafted in your fabricator, so you could just move this out and drop it in your fabricator and craft it there. However, if you do the cheat for give all Engrams, then you will already have all of that stuff and be able to craft it, and the only thing you will need is the resources crafted from this crafting station. Alright, I think I covered everything for this. If you have any questions, comments, all that stuff, if you like the video, leave a comment down below. Let me know. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Also, if you're not already, make sure you're following me on Twitter. Until next time, thanks for watching.